The immortal John Hancock here, and have lots to talk about the Evercade. Evercade is releasing a lot of new hardware this year, some more sooner than later, and I kind of compiled a wish list. A wish list for companies that hopefully Evercade can eventually work with. Some of these are probably a low probability, but I thought I'd just share that. So this video is a twofold, talking about the upcoming hardware, my thoughts about it, as well as kind of a wish list for upcoming companies hopefully Evercade can work out a deal with. And these may be on your wish list. In the comments below, let me know. So anyways, first and foremost, right around the corner in July, Evercade has revised both the Versus and the EXP line to a more affordable offering, both of them. Now, I'm a huge Evercade Versus fan, and if you're not familiar with it, it's the consoleized version of their hardware where it takes two different cartridges. And you're probably wondering, why does it take two separate cartridges? Well, there's like hidden games. You can put in a series of different cartridges on this Evercade Versus, and it unlocks games. And so it's pretty awesome that it offers that. I'm a big fan of the Versus. I've been very happy with mine, and they have revised the hardware to make it cheaper with a new Tomb Raider Giga cart. And so this new Tomb Raider cart offers more capacity on individual cartridges, and it is, I do believe, one of the most successful pre-orders that they have offered. So Tomb Raider is pretty popular. They're moving forward with 32 and 64-bit games, and it'll be interesting to see what they offer moving forward. But, you know, both the EXP and Versus are going to be coming end of July. You can pre-order these several places. You can go to their website. It's pretty awesome. So Songbird Productions is another place that you can pre-order these. I worked with that company quite a bit. That's not the only hardware that Blaze Entertainment is offering. They're offering the Alpha. And the Evercade Alpha is a bar top. And so there are two different bundles. And this is going to be pretty interesting. It's an 8-inch IPS high-res screen. Pretty nice, sleek, compact, unique design. With two different like Capcom bundles preloaded on there. I know a lot of people are wondering, why don't we have a cartridge bundle of these games? You know, and you know, that's fair. I think a lot of people would want them on cartridge. I think it has to do with the licensing with Capcom. That's why they're preloaded on the hardware. There's no HDMI out. I would have wished to have that, but I like playing on bigger screens. But for a lot of people, that doesn't matter. That price point in the $220 range for the standard setup, and then there's like a special bundle with extra better buttons for a little bit more. Comes with a poster, a controller. Anyways, there's more information on Blaze Entertainment's on the Evercade site, and so you can go to that and you can discover that for yourself. And you know what? Overall, it comes with a dual cart system. I love that. I love the sleek, compact design. I need to just play with it in person to give my final thoughts about it. But I'm excited about that. I think there is a lot of arcade games, and I think people are happy to finally have a built-in arcade setup to play many of the arcade multi-carts that are offered on the Evercade hardware. Now, there's over 500 games. There is a new update to your hardware where you can easily search for what game is on what particular cart. You know what? There's lots of different opinions about what types of offerings Evercade has provided. I'm excited. You can still download and play my game. If you have an EXP or a Versus, you can check out my puzzle game, Block 'em Sock 'em. You can do that now. It's pretty awesome. I did a video on that. But anyways, back to Evercade. I have a dream list. I was talking with my good buddy John, and we have thoughts about what games should come to Evercade. Now, especially that they have a bar top, which is going to be fantastic, by the way. Great timing, too, in that November. That's going to be an awesome Christmas gift for several people out there. All right. My dream list is going to be different than yours. A lot of thought went into this. Some are very realistic, others not so much. But this is a dream list, which doesn't mean it has to happen. But first and foremost, I would love for Evercade to offer some amazing companies that offered some fantastic compilations of arcade games in the past. And the first one is Williams. I do believe Williams owns the rights to Robotron 2084. my favorite arcade game of all time. I would love to see Robotron 2084, as well as Williams has done a ton of other things. I think this the rights of this are now to Light and Wonder. I'm not going to dig deep into like what particular company owns these right now. It is confusing, and probably the reason why Evercade hasn't offered some of these other companies offerings, because sometimes finding out who owns the game rights can be really, really challenging. A lot of these companies have went out of business, and other companies might be difficult to contact or may not respond back. So that's the reason why some of these haven't appeared yet, because it is rather challenging. Anyways, Dreamless, Williams, Robotron 2084, Defender, there's several others. Then you have classic companies like Bally or Midway, which I do believe is owned by Warner Brothers. So this is probably not going to happen. Throw in there, Rampage. Rampage comes to mind, or Road Blasters. I'm a huge Road Blasters fan. Even the Sega Genesis version would be great, which is compatible with the controller. Anyways, big fan. Total Carnage comes to mind. Those are classic arcade games I think many people would love to play on the new Evercade Alpha or otherwise. All right, this next one, me and my friend John are big fans of Synapse Software, and I do believe they own the rights to Blue Max. And so, you know what? I don't know who exactly owns Synapse now. You can put in the comments below. But Blue Max, classic, iconic computer game. Absolutely love playing this. And you know what? You might be a fan of it. I know I am, and love to play Blue Max. I've showed this game elsewhere on the Atari 400 Mini. And you know what? Want to definitely do a shout out to that classic 8-bit computer game. It's on Commodore 64 as well. I like the Atari 8-bit version. We'll talk about Atari in a little bit. Anyways, going back. Now this is a big one. All right, next one is Konami. Konami, oh my gosh. We'd love to see Contra and Castlevania games, as well as many more on the Evercade. And you know what? I don't know what Konami's doing with their IPs, what their offerings are. They've done some compilations, you know what, for mainstream. But why not offer a compilation on the Evercade? You're sitting on several other IPs I think that people would want to play, and it'd be a great way to work out a deal and offer that on some hardware that's selling well. You know, the Evercade hardware has been around for several years and has been successful. I would love to play a classic Castlevania game, or Contra, or many other titles. Gradius, oh my goodness. You could go on and on about the different Konami games in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite Konami game is and what you would like to see on the Evercade. Anyways, jumping back in. Konami also owns Hudson Soft, which did some amazing games for the TurboGrafx 16. And so you got classics such as Bonk's Adventure, Bonk's Revenge, you got Blazing Lasers, even Soldier Blade. The list goes on and on. They own a majority of the TurboGrafx 16 software, and so that's one company that could offer their own software as well as some amazing software from TurboGrafx 16 era. The Evercade can handle that. Evercade could easily do TurboGrafx 16, hopefully, fingers crossed, and would love to see that as well. Compile, would love to see Compile games, and I know Compile is in a new company, Compile Maru, but like Zanac, Eliste, those are just a few Spriggan. Oh my goodness, I would love to see some more classic shooters. I would love to see that on Evercade hardware with the EXP, with the Tate mode. Oh wow, that would be awesome for many people to play games such as some classic Compile games. All right, this next one is a big one, and it's probably a no, but I'd love to see SNK work with Evercade and offer some classics such as the Metal Slug series and Samurai Showdown games. There's so many other classic arcade games. Now that they have their bar top, why not? It's just like leaving money on the table. Well, hopefully, Evercade can possibly offer that. It would be a huge addition to its library. Now, there's 500 games on the Evercade hardware series, as well as 50 multi-cards. I would love to see more. I think there's a lot of companies out there that people want Evercade to work with. And that's my dream idea. Would love to see SNK work with Evercade and offer some of those iconic arcade games, especially with their bar top. Ocean Software. Ocean did a lot of classic computer games. Back in the day, they published several. I don't know exactly what IPs they own. One that they published was Choplifter 3. That's a Super Nintendo release. Love that game. Anyways, love to see stuff like that. I would love to see Ocean kind of do an offering, and it would be neat to see what they own and if they're able to work with Evercade. All right, the final two are kind of a dream list. And it's probably far-fetched, but you know what? This is my ideal list. This is not reality. Anyways, I'd love for them to work back again with Atari. Now that they own a television, they can offer several other games. Atari, Evercade, work together. You worked together in the past. And I know Atari's doing their own hardware. Well, why not? I kind of see the companies as parallel, offering different things. So I don't see it like stepping on each other's toes. But wow, I would love to see Atari offer additional games. Lynx, Jaguar, classic computer line. Please, it would be great to see that. I don't have any game in particular that comes to mind, but they do own the Intellivision rights again. So you're working with one company to bring back additional Intellivision. Even Aquarius computer games would be awesome to see. So yes, please bring back Atari. Love to see some additional games. Please work with Atari. And the next one is Sega. Oh my goodness, this is the dream one, and it's probably not going to happen. But yes, please work with Sega. Sega is such an iconic company and are known for their arcade games. We have a lot of compilations of Sega Genesis games. I think it would be great to see an arcade compilation from Sega. Sega is notorious for their arcade games and their iconic IPs. Golden Axe, Shinobi, just to name a few. And so Space Harrier, Outrun. Wow, I would love to see a Shinobi and Golden Axe arcade games on an Evercade multi-cart. But yeah, that licensing is probably making it not a no-go. But anyways, in the comments below, let me know. What do you think? What are the companies you want Evercade to work with and license and work on multi-carts for? As I had a lot of fun with this video. Are you excited about the new hardware? What hardware are you most excited about? In the comments, let me know. What is your dream list for Evercade to work with? In the comments, let me know about that. And if you liked Evercade or you like anything else retro or video game related, I do 1,300 plus videos. And if you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.